Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. And on the channel, we hold Contango, which is ticker symbol MCF. It is going through a merger. It's going to merge with Independence Energy to combine Contango in an all-stock merger. So that's what's going on. That's why MCF's trading all crazy today. You saw a huge up day and then a huge down day. All throughout the day, it was massively up like 20%, and then I think it finished down 8% or something. So I'm going to read an article here about the merger and what I'm going to do. So Independence Energy and Contango Oil and Gas today announced that they have entered into a definitive agreement to combine in an all-stock transaction. So they're going to combine everything, which was unanimously approved by both companies' board of directors, will create a premier, diversified, and low-leverage U.S. independent oil and gas company focused on consolidation. And that's what MCF is. They were going around consolidating a bunch of different companies, buying them all up at very low valuations. And now they're getting basically merging with this other company called Independence, which does something very similar. So it looks like it might be a pretty good fit. And again, I wanted this company because it is low leverage. I have high leverage companies and I want low leverage companies. You don't have to go full leverage all the time. So Independence is a diversified, well-capitalized upstream oil and gas business built and managed by KKR's Energy Real Assets team, with a scaled portfolio of low decline producing assets with meaningful reinvestment opportunities for low-risk growth across the Eagle Ford, Rockies, Permian, and Mid-Continent. Since 2011, KKR's Energy Real Assets team has been executing on a consistent cash flow and risk-based strategy, complemented by deep industry expertise, responsible investment practices, and the broader capabilities of KKR's global platform. So they're going through that. It's owned by KKR. Contango, we know what Contango is about. It's a Fort Worth, Texas-based one. They also have a portfolio of low decline producing assets primarily in the Mid-Continent, Permian, and Rockies area. So that looks good. The transaction highlights here, I can read through that a little bit. Positions the combined company to be a leading consolidator in the U.S. oil and gas industry through increased scale, improved access to capital, low leverage, and a successful proven management team. The combined company is positioned to be KKR's primary platform for pursuing upstream oil and natural gas opportunities. They are projected to be highly accretive to financial metrics, including 15% and 50% accretive to Contango's 2021 E and 2022 estimate cash flow per share, respectively, based on current management assumptions. Projected to provide preliminary 2022 adjusted going through the cash flows, which is actually quite high. Balanced portfolio of cash flowing assets and attractive low risk and reinvestment opportunities in key proven basin areas. Low leverage with pro forma net debt to EBITDA of 1.4. Cash flow oriented business model with a clear focus on superior risk adjusted returns. Shared commitment to developing industry leading environmental, social, they're going to say all that. Greater than 20 million in estimated G&A synergies with further benefits of scale over time, and an initiation of a go-forward dividend policy targeting approximately 10% of adjusted EBITDA. So earnings before interest and tax. So we're going to get a dividend out of this too if you guys hold it. So what am I going to do? They go through management. We see tremendous opportunity ahead of to create long-term value in the energy sector. With today's transaction, we are continuing to execute on the strategy we have been building over the last decade and look forward to working with John, Wilkie, and an entire Contango team to deliver to our shareholders, said Mr. Rocky Charlie. So I think the CEO of so Wilkie, I think, is out, Coiler Jr. That's the CEO of Contango. And I think the other one, was it Independence? Yeah, Independence. We're getting their CEO. I guess he's probably pretty good. And then I think John's going on the board over there. When John and I joined Contango nearly 3 years ago, we believed an upstream acquisition platform focused on alignment of incentives, low costs, and investor mindset could generate superior shareholder returns. While we're proud of what we have accomplished to date, the opportunities to continue to scale profitability in this industry are enormous. In David's team at KKR and Independence, we have found like-minded individuals with a scaled and complementary asset base. This partnership helps to accelerate our inorganic growth strategy with a larger balance sheet and lower cost of capital for the benefit of all stakeholders. Just as I said 3 years ago, I'm excited about this opportunity and ready to get to work, said Mr. Coiler. What am I going to do with this, right? What am I going to do? Am I going to sell? Am I going to do whatever? What's my saying here? I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to let these guys merge. I'm going to be an owner of Independence Oil and Gas, just like I'm an owner of Fang, Diamondback Energy, which I originally owned QEP. I really wanted that one to stay separate. QEP was a highly leveraged play to oil and natural gas. This one's a little bit lower leverage, so I don't want to be all leveraged up on everything. I don't want all my companies to be, super indebted. So I'm going to leave this guy roll. I'm going to let Independence pay me some dividends, so that'll be fine, and hopefully the company does very well. I'm very positive about the company. I think John Goff, from what I understand, is going to be on the new board. And you know what? When you have access to a billionaire and you've got a guy who's looking for, these guys are, this is what they're doing. All right. They're scouring the United States in the areas that they're in for land that has potential oil and gas. They're looking for other companies that are producing that they can get at a low valuation. And then they're consolidating all these companies into one. They're just swallowing up all this good value. And I think Independence Energy, if they're roughly like-minded and John's on the board and these guys have big stakes in these companies, I'm letting it ride. Let's do this. Let's ride this bull market up with Independence. That's at least what I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you want, but that's my opinion. So I think we get the Independence Energy CEO. I bet she's pretty good. And then John's going to go on the board. I don't know what Wilkie's going to do. That's for him to figure out. But I'm going to ride it. I'm riding Fang. You know what? I should probably start charting that back up too, because I usually don't chart that. I keep forgetting. But I'm riding in Fang. I'm going to ride in Independence. I don't know what the ticker symbol is yet, and then we'll see what happens. That's what I'm going to do. If you guys like this content, or if you guys have any questions, put it in the comment section. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.